Hey everyone, welcome back to Budget with Alicia. We are going to be stuffing our cash stuffing for the first pay period of March, which if you didn't know is my birthday month. So I'm super excited for March to be here. We're like almost halfway through March already, which is exciting. Having technical difficulties, which is super exciting. So my birthday is coming up. It's at the end of March. It's on the 27th. So there are some changes being made to this pay period. So I thought that I would kind of go over a few things before we get started. But yeah, so you'll see some of the stuff as we go along. First of all, I want to say I actually painted my nails for once. I never do. It matches this. I was going for like St. Patrick's Day kind of, but I didn't have anything that was like bright green like St. Patrick's Day is. So I'm kind of like St. Patrick's Day mixed with Easter, like giving it a bit of a pastel St. Patrick's Day vibe. So that's exciting. I am not the #1 nail person in the world, but I think they look cute. So that is that. Another thing I wanted to mention is that some people had been asking if I still save my change. So this is my change for the last pay period. And I do still save my change, but I try and post me putting my change into my jar over on my TikTok. So if you want to go follow my TikTok, make sure to do that. It's Budget with Alicia, just like here. But here is where we are at so far. So we're not very far yet. I haven't really saved too much. It's just early in the year though, so hopefully it'll pick up and stuff. But it kind of just depends on how much I spend in cash. Like if I don't spend a lot or if I use like a exact amount. Like for example, my gas, like I always get to the nearest amount. I usually put the exact amount that I save. So like right now I'm putting $40 in. I'll probably just put $40 in. I probably won't do like some random thing. So then I don't get any change for that, and just depending, but I do have quite a bit this pay period, so I'm excited about that. So if you want to see me put my change into my jar, make sure to check out my TikTok. But I wanted to mention that just because a couple of people had asked me about that, if I was still doing that this year, and I am. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I had a couple of extra expenses this pay period. So I'm not putting quite as much into my sinking funds as I normally would. I'm still doing pretty much about the same number of sinking funds. I'm just doing a lower amount in each one just to continue to contribute in this pay period that I don't really have a ton of funds for. And then hopefully next pay period, I'll be able to put a little bit more. That's the pay period that's like right before my birthday. So I will have to put a little bit extra money probably towards like food and stuff, just because I'll probably end up buying some snacks and stuff. But I do have a fund for my birthday dedicated to it, so I shouldn't be really having to change too much with my cash envelopes for that pay period. But just in case, there might be a little bit of changes then as well. But we are also doing a couple of changes to my cash envelopes this pay period, which I normally, my cash envelopes pretty much stay the same and are pretty consistent. But this pay period, they're actually changing a little bit, and I will talk about that as we go through them. There was one other thing I wanted to mention, and now I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. So this is what is left over from last pay period in my cash envelope. So I only have $15 left over. So normally I split this 50-50, whatever is left over, between my challenge, which is right here, and then the other half I put into whatever sinking fund I'd like to. Because this would end up being like $10 to this challenge and $5 left over, I am honestly just going to put all of it in here because normally I have more. And so I feel a little like, you know, I spent too much money the last pay period. Like it is allocated to use for those things. So I'm not mad about it. It's not like I overspent necessarily, but I like to try and keep as much as I can and save as much as I can. And this pay period, I was not able to. I had a few different things come up, little outings for lunches and stuff that I had to move things around. So because of that, I only have $15 where normally I would have more. So I'm just going to put all 15 into my savings challenge and not put any extra into my sinking funds. And then for my challenge, I also allocated $20 from this current paycheck to go into this challenge as well. So we're going to be putting 20, 25, 30, 35 in here, which is much lower than normal. I can't remember what I normally end up putting in here, but it is a little bit lower than typically. So that's why I wanted to put that full 15 in there. But we will open these at the end of the year, so I'm excited to see how much ends up being saved throughout the year this year. So now I guess we will get started with the cash envelopes, and you will see some of the differences. So we're going to start with groceries. I don't have these in order, of course. So for groceries, we're going to put $50 in this time. So I'm going to go 20, 40, 45, 50. I think that's about relatively normal. So 20, 40, 45, 50. For eating out, I'm going to be putting 70. So the reason I'm going to be putting a little bit more than I normally do is because I typically put about 50 or sometimes less. Sometimes I put like 40 into eating out, but I am getting together with a friend of mine that I haven't seen in years and years and years, like way before COVID even. That is a really good friend of mine. Me and my mom are going to meet her for lunch, or sorry, for dinner this week, kind of to celebrate our birthday, like my birthday, and just to get together since we haven't for so long. So I'm gonna have to pay for that dinner, and I may, you know, have a drink or whatever. So I want to make sure that I had a little bit of extra to kind of cover that cost, just because 50 was probably gonna like be the amount of the bill. Maybe not quite, but probably like 30. So I wanted to make sure I had a little bit extra. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70. Hopefully that makes sense. Like, normally I would just take it out of there, but I feel like then I'm not going to have any money for, you know, if I want to get lunch on a day or whatever, and not bring a lunch to work or whatever, I won't really have anything. So I thought I would do that. Gas, I'm going to be putting 40. This is probably going to be changing soon. Spring is upon us, and I will be moving back to my normal home. I've been staying with my other grandma through the winter just because it's a lot closer for work, and with the winter driving and stuff, I'm not like super good at doing so. So because of that, I have been staying there, which has saved me a lot of gas money. And normally 40 to 50 was fine last year, but since the gas prices have gone up so much, I'm probably gonna have to increase this once I move back home full time, but that's okay. For now, we're just gonna put our normal 40 in here. Now for household, I'm going to be lowering this amount this time, and I'm just going to be putting 15. Normally I put 20, 25, 30 sometimes in here, but I had to kind of reallocate some stuff because I really was like kind of short on funds this pay period because of a couple of expenses that came up that aren't normal bills that are typical. So because of that, I had to kind of reallocate, and then because I wanted to put $70 into eating out for this thing and everything, I had to kind of take it from somewhere, obviously. So we're going to put 15 into here for me to get some stuff for the house. And then for spending, I put 20 in spending, and I have absolutely no idea why. So we're going to put 20 in here. I normally put 10, so I'm not sure why I put 20, but I did. So we're going to put 20 in here. So that's exciting. And then for Delilah, we're just going to put $5. I'm going to pick up some litter, and that's probably it. So she's done. And then we will move on to the sinking funds. Now, I think I have the wrong... No, I don't. I have the right one. Okay. So the first one is gifts. As I had told you guys last time, I have like the majority of my birthdays and stuff that I have to buy for are all in March. So this has been being depleted like crazy, but I think I'm pretty much done. I have a couple of little things to get. I have to get cards and that kind of stuff, and a couple of little like things that go with the gift. For like, I have like my boss's birthday, my mom's birthday, and my mom's boyfriend's birthday, all literally surrounding mine. So, it has been a little bit expensive the last little bit, but that's okay. So we're going to put $20 in here, and I think it's the 11th today. I honestly could be lying, but we're just going to put the 11th. So there should be 65 in here. And I think I'll probably only spend another maybe $40. I'm hoping. I also did buy quite a bit of stuff for my best friend's birthday that's not till May, so that's also included in here. But 20, 40, 50, 65. So that's why there's also additional money taken out, that it's not just the cost of those 3 birthday gifts, but oh well. Okay, so that's that. We're not doing any of these birthdays. This is for my 2 nephews and my brother. My 2 nephews are fully funded already, and my brother's isn't until November, so I'm gonna wait on that one for a bit. I do have it started. I think I have $30 in there right now, and it'll get up to 100 at some point, but we're not gonna worry about it right now. We're not doing holidays, but we are gonna do Christmas. So Christmas is going to get just $5 this pay period, which is really low for me, and it is what it is. But we'll get it beefed back up, and I am kind of ahead of the game right now anyway, so it's at $2.45. But I do want to keep trying to put like at least $20 every pay period in here, but this pay period is just not going to happen. So we have 50, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. But we will get it. We'll put some more in another time. Next is Christmas giving, which is going to get 5 as well, which will bring us up to 90. Sorry, there's a glare that you guys cannot see, can you? Okay. So we got 90. Sorry if you guys can't see that. It's really hard for me to watch it, and there. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90. And then we're not going to put anything into kindness this time. So that is it for this binder. The next binder we're going to be doing is this one, the pink binder, which has all of my like longer term savings and stuff goals. So we are going to be doing Getaway is going to get $10. I think me and my brother are going to go on a little road trip this summer, so that's probably what this is going to go towards. Oh my goodness. So it's going to get 10, which will bring us up to 290. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. So hopefully we'll get that one to 300 next pay period. Next is shopping trip, which is going to get $5. Which will bring us up to $3.90. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. Some of these are getting nice and full, which is awesome. Summer is going to get $5. So 135, 51, 20, 25, 30, 35. The goal for this one is 200. So I still have a little ways to go, but we still have a few months until summer, so that's no issues. Next is Adventures, which is going to be getting $5 as well. Oops, that's a 3. Just pretend it's a 3. So that'll bring us up to 165. So So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Next is car maintenance, which I'm just going to put 10 in here. It is getting really nice and full, which is awesome. Like, obviously things can still be more expensive than $700, but I thought I might as well take this opportunity to do a little bit of a lower amount this time. I typically try and do $40 to $50 every single pay period, but it is getting a little bit fuller. So we're just going to put $10 in here this time and give us an even $700 for now. I do have to get new tires, but that's in a separate account for just my tire savings. And then I'll obviously have to pay for the change out of that, and I'll probably have to get an oil change and stuff. But okay, so that is $10. So we got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 650, 70, 80, 90, 95, 700. Okay. We're not doing anything in medical. We're not doing anything in vet. So we are done with this one. And the final one that we have to do is my personal binder for my personal spending and stuff. We're not going to be doing personal because it's at the $100 mark. This is for like toiletries and all that kind of stuff. So I get it to 100, leave it. When I use it, then I just put it back up to 100 kind of thing. Self-care, we're not going to do this pay period. Oh shoot, sorry. We have to do my birthday, which is in here still. It's really hard to get out. Okay, there we go. I think, yeah, okay. We are going to be putting 25 in here. Which will bring us up to 125. I'll likely put a little bit more in here next pay period as well, like I had said. But we're getting close to, I think, enough. I did pay already for my custom flooded cookies. As like in lieu of a cake. I'm sure that my family will probably get me a cake for my actual birthday dinner, but I am having my friend over the day before because my birthday is on a Sunday. So on the Saturday night, me and my best friend are going to get together. So we're probably going to eat some Taylor Swift cookies. That's what we're doing. So, so we have 50, 70, 90, 210, 110, 125. So that is that. Okay, so we're not doing personal. We're not doing self-care. We're not doing clothing. I did spend a little bit in clothing, so there is only $100 in there right now, but that's okay. We're not doing thrifting. We're not doing entertainment. We're going to do Taylor Swift. But you'll be proud of me because I'm only doing $5 in Taylor Swift today. Because it's getting nice and full and nothing has happened yet with any new merch for a while. So I think I'm okay for another merch or two drops probably. Because I try not to buy too much from each one. So 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. Hello, Delilah. Are you coming to visit? You may see some paws coming. Or a nose or something. And then we just have to do our challenge envelope here, which is getting 20. So I'm just going to cross off. I guess I'll just cross off 2 10s. And I don't count this one. It's just a savings challenge for the end of the year. So that is it. This last little bit of money should be $100. We'll check here, but it should be 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. This is just part of my rent. So that is it for this cash envelope stuffing. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe down below and follow me on Instagram and TikTok for other information and all kinds of good stuff. Thank you. Bye, guys.